Hey, the Chaotic Nation, it is your boy Chaos here, coach of your Detroit Red Wingulls. Welcome back to Draft League. Welcome to this week 1 of the RGBL Season 14. We have the West Palm Lugias and Coach Phantom for our matchup this week. The fun part about this team is Phantom won the league last season, so we get the old champion returning for a week 1 for us, which is pretty fun and great, and I'm excited. It's a really tough matchup. I mean, we have some bad matchups this season. I mean, it's just going to be a case of that. But yeah, we'll get into the team builder here in a second. But of course, if you guys want to skip that, I did make a link on the video for you available, so you can go skip to the battle right away if you'd like to. But you want to stick around, check out what we're bringing, and so you know why we are bringing that. So first and foremost, the team that we are facing, West Palm Lugias, they are Slow King, Bien Shao, Chandelure, Weezing, Serena, Duraludon, Electivire, which has Terra, Gligar, Zoroark, Yanmega, and Greedent. If you missed my explanation in the draft video, only one Pokemon on your team gets to be a Terra captain, but they get to be any Terra they want to. And Electivire sure is a problem with its Terra options this week and this season, that's for sure. So here's my team, and here's what I brought. We got Cobalion. He's going to be the first Pokemon that we bring. I'm running Body Press, Stealth Rock, Volt Switch, Flash Cannon, Leftovers, and I have Justified because I can't have anything else. Max Defense, Max HP to be a nice defensive wall, and then I have a little bit in Special Attack with a Bold Nature, boosting that defense stat over the attack stat. Now, I think most people commonly think that Cobalion is a physical attacker. It's actually 90 in both attack and special attack, so I'm going to run it special this week and maybe try to catch them off guard, although these guys are pretty smart with what they know. Volt Switch was really the opportunity that I thought was really nice for this team. He doesn't have great ways to really deal with my with Volt Switching around. I mean, Electivire is the only thing that really wants to come in and take that. Gligar as well, I guess. So, a good little bit of coverage, but also a really good pivoting option, because this is a defensive wall this week. Body Press is there for that. But I'm running Flash Cannon because it's going to do a lot of damage to that Weezing, and I think that's a good way to catch that off guard. We don't care if Weezing wants to do its normal stuff. It can't Toxic me. If it burns me, I'm not that upset about it, because, you know, it's a little bit of chip every turn. With leftovers on it, so I'm not too upset about that. I think this is a good Pokemon for me. Cobalion's my designated lead at the moment, unless I see something funky, because I need to get Stealth Rocks up. I do not win if I do not have Rocks, I don't think. There's a few rolls that I need that require some chip damage, and one of the most guaranteed ways to get chip damage is for me to use Rocks. So that's going to be the plan this season. Really, Cobalion's meant to get Rocks up, and that's about it. It can deal with Greedent, it can deal with Duraludon, it deals with Serena pretty well. Everything else kind of got an okay matchup. It just depends on what the sets are. So we'll see what happens with Cobalion, but mostly just a defensive switch, defensive pivot option for the team this week. Next up is our Goodra here this week. I'm running a weird set for me. I'm running Resto Chesto. So we're going to have Chesto Berry to kind of deal with the rest. As we said, poisons and stuff can't happen. So we have that to get rid of status. I didn't want to run Lumberry because I don't want to proc the Lumberry on something that's not Sleep and then have to click Sleep. Because Sleep also does HP. So I went for Chesto this week. It's a little bit weird as a berry option, but I think it's a good option for us this week. Goodra's running Scald, Thunderbolt, Draco Meteor, and Rest, as we already said. And it's pretty much max HP, just a little bit less. Max special attack and a little bit in special defense. Meant to be bulky offense, bulky special offense. Hard to say anything against that 150 base special defense and that 110 base special attack. So this thing will hit hard. Goodra is really meant to be a counter to some of his really good special attackers. You just saw me switch Gooey for Sap Sipper. I never got an opportunity where Sap Sipper mattered too much, but well, Gooey mattered too much. That's why I wanted to switch it, because it does perfectly wall Chandelure, which I couldn't expect to be either Life Orb or Scarfed or Choice Spect this week. So I want to be able to deal with that pretty well. Got some good matchups in other places too, like Slow King. His way to beat Gligar if I want to. Can beat Zoroark. Can beat Yanmega in a 1v1. So it's got some good utility. I feel like it's more of just kind of an early game Pokemon at this point that I'll switch in and out based on needs for the team. But Gudra's a thick Pokemon and can do a lot of damage to anything on the opponent's side of the field, so I think it'll do some work, and that Chesto Berry with Rest allows it to basically have 2 whole lives, because I can get really low and be fully healed from the Rest and not take the sleep. The Gudra, the only thing Gudra's missing is recovery. Like, if I have recover, this thing would be absolutely phenomenal. Next up is Fat Gum or Quagsire here. I'm running Unaware this week, mostly to deal with boosting Pokemon. He's got a lot of options to set up this week. I definitely expect Yanmega to be one of the setup options, but, you know, a Nasty Plot on Zoroark, a Calm Mind on Chandelure, we got some issues that could happen up here. I'm running Avalanche this week for literally coverage for Gligar. I had really not a great way to deal with it besides Gudra. And I want to Toxic Stall it, but it's got immunity, so I can't do that. I have to click Avalanche, so I needed another way for Quagsire to be able to deal with that because I get walled. But otherwise, it's pretty standard set. Earthquake, Recover, just to heal up and do some damage, and then Toxic to be annoying. I'm max HP, a little bit in special defense, as I said. Edge Shot, Cobalion, kind of a defensive wall. Quagsire also meant to do that too, but Quagsire is very situational. Really a good counter for that Electivire, barring it doesn't have Trailblaze, which is his only grass move, or it runs Terra Grass. So that's an option too, but Quagsire should be doing some good work this week. Again, it's not really meant to deal with anything particularly. It's a good option for Slowking and Mienshao because both of those are going to be regenerator Pokemon and try to switch out. So it's an option for me to kind of get Toxic on them. So when they do have to stay in, we can chip them down a lot because they are kind of difficult to deal with. It beats Electivire to Grass. It's really its main counter. Can deal with Greedent pretty well. So we'll see what Quagsire gets to use. Again, I'm kind of running a couple defensive options. That's what I built the first part of the team as, because I need to be able to chip the things down to let my sweepers do their job in the back. Speaking of sweepers, this is option 1, sweep option 1. My Vikavolt here with Insect Plate this week. You're like, Chaos, why are you not running like Specs? Why are you not running Life Orb? Why are you not running like Expert Belt even? Insect Plate just guarantees that I get a KO on things like Electivire. So that's really nice. It guarantees some really good damage on Slowking. So I wanted to make sure I ran that way this week. Moveset wise, we're on the Thunderbolt, Bug Buzz, Sticky Web, and Agility. And you're like, Chaos, I thought this was a sweeper. It is a sweeper because that 145 special attack stat does a lot. And with Sticky Webs and Agility up, nothing on his team outspeeds me. Even Choice Scarf Mienshao. So we are calced to outspeed Choice Scarf Mienshao. Timid Choice Scarf Mienshao, I should say. So nothing on the team can outspeed Vikavolt at +2 with Sticky Webs up. Most of the team is slower than it with just Agility. So if I get one or the other, I probably am okay, because you don't expect Vikavolt to be fast, but it does get access to Agility, which makes it really good. Vikavolt's good for his main threats on the team. Slowking, Mienshao, Chandelure. It can beat Chandelure if I outspeed. Thunderbolt does KO, guaranteed. Especially with Rocks up. That's kind of part of the reason I need Rocks to do some really good damage. Serena, it's got a counter for. I needed a way to deal with that. So it beats Serena. It can beat Zoroark if it's not getting outsped. It beats Yanmega if it doesn't get outsped. It can't even beat Yanmega if it does get outsped, because I think I can live one Air Slash, although I don't want to take the flinch chance. So that's kind of what we're working about. I don't want to take a flinch chance. So it's got a lot of good options this week. Max special attack, 192 in speed, and then a little bit of bulk just to live it around. I mean, at 90 base defense, it's pretty solid anyway. So this thing can eat a hit and keep going. I actually ate a Fire Punch from a Electivire pretty well in mock that I did. And speaking of mocks, this was the win con in both mocks that I did. It got like 3 kills or something like that. This thing can do a lot of work. I just hope it does its job this week. Next up is Hawks. I needed something to outspeed some of this team. He's got a lot of really good options for Choice Scarf, so that's why I have my own Choice Scarf. Hawks is faster than most of them. The only thing not being, I think, is Mienshao, because I think it's like 108 or something like that, and Hawks is only based 100. So I'm calced to outspeed everything else with Choice Scarf that way. Running max attack, Jolly Nature to make sure we get that speed, and then a little bit in HP. I'm running Reckless this week. You might be like, Intimidate seems like a good option, but he's got so much utility in pivoting that it makes more sense to run Reckless and boost my attack. That also means that I can throw out Staraptor and one-shot Electivire with Double Edge. Unless he's running Ghost or Rock or Steel or something like that, we one-shot. So Staraptor is going to do a lot of damage. That's a great way for me to counter that Electivire. I really needed something for Electivire, and that's what this slot was for, so Staraptor fits that bill. Also gets me a good way to deal with Mienshao, as long as it's not Scarfed. I can beat Chandelure, I beat Serena, Zoroark, Yanmega, as long as it's not +2. And then it beats Greedent. So if I see Yanmega come out, I can easily switch into Staraptor and just click Brave Bird, and I'm winning. Because he has to be +2 to be faster than me. And most of the time, he doesn't have much to hit me with anyway. It's just a neutral exchange at that point where I lose my Staraptor and he loses his Yanmega. So not great, but it does work. All right, and last but not least is my Terra Captain this week. Well, for the whole season even. This is my Sceptile. I'm running. Sceptile's the hardest thing for me to build this week specifically because I had no idea how to proc Unburden. I'm running Unburden this week with Pitaya Berry, and Pitaya Berry is going to boost my special attack 1 stage when I am at when the berry gets procced. So if I'm at 25%, we will be able to proc the berry. I'm running max HP, a little bit of defense, and a little bit of speed. That way, with the Unburden boost, I outspeed everything, including Choice Scarf Mienshao. And then I out one-shot pretty much everything with Sceptile too. There's a few things that counter Sceptile, like Serena, that I have to be careful about. So Sceptile is probably one of the things I have to play the most carefully with. But it's also the thing that I have here in my notes, abandon Sceptile at first opportunity. This is not that important for this week. If anything, it's meant to be kind of a bluff that it's like, oh, this thing's going to be terrifying because we don't know how it's going to get set up, but it's going to get set up. You know, he's got to be thinking weakness policy, Unburden in his mind somewhere. And that's a scary set, but I didn't bring it this week. I don't need that much HP. I don't need that much HP. I don't need that much attack, and everything that he's going to hit me with super effectively will kill me. So I need to run something a little bit more accessible to get off. I've never actually used Sceptile in both my mocks. It never got a chance to show up. So it's an option for a sweeper. I just got to play the front game really well and get it in there. It is Terra Ground, as I said. It is my Terra Captain, Terra Ground. I have Ground Terra Blast on this set, mostly to deal with Electivire if it decides to be Terra Electric. That is an opportunity. Terra Electric Supercell Slam does do a lot of damage to this team, including resist. So I have to be careful with Terra Electivire. I kind of expect Electivire to be fire if it's going to come in, mostly to deal with Sceptile. Stab Fire Punch is just good for the team. Beats Cobalion, beats Vikavolt pretty well, and everything else it doesn't really care about too. Also a good way for him to stop Comfey, so fire makes a lot of sense this week. I also could see Terra Grass as a way to deal with Quagsire. I think that's kind of a weird niche, but you know, it could be a thing. So we'll see what happens. I did face Terra Fighting in mocks. I don't think that's as likely. Fighting doesn't have a great opportunity against my team, but it's not a terrible option either. There's a few things it could do, and we'll just see which one happens when we get to the battle. For his team, this is my prediction. I will expect to see Slowking and Mienshao for Regenerator Core with the really bad Joke move and U-turn, being able to do that. Electivire definitely comes this week. It has a good matchup. It has so many good coverage moves, and it's Terra, so it's got good defensive abilities too. Weezing makes sense. I could see that for this team, trying to deal with like Sceptile a little bit better, because I can't beat Weezing with Sceptile unless it's really, really low. And then the last couple slots, it's kind of up in the air for me. He has a lot of, like, this is a team that any single one of these 11 Pokemon could show up this week, and they could make a name for themselves on this team. The things I don't really expect to see is Gligar. That's the one thing I don't expect to see that much. Everything else I think has a really good possibility of coming. Yanmega comes if he wants to do Speed Boost Sweeper. Zoroark comes for just Zoroark shenanigans, and really good for my anti-lead metagame, because if he brings Zoroark and it's the thing that is on the field when I send out Cobalion, I have to switch because Flamethrower kills. Specs Flamethrower kills, and it could be Specs Flamethrower. So that's something we have to consider. Chandelure, as I said, really good option this week. I definitely could see that being brought this week. And then Duraludon, if he wants to do rocks, that is an option too. Eviolite Duraludon's pretty solid. I expect Zoroark, if it's going to come to be facaded as Chandelure or maybe even Mienshao. It does have access to U-turn, so that U-turn pivot could be like, okay, was that actually Mienshao? But at that point, it doesn't really matter too much. Chandelure is a really good option for it. It shows fire, Flamethrower, which is probably going to be on its moveset, probably Dark Pulse, maybe Nasty if it wants to be annoying. That's the really big issue with Zoroark, though. If it is, if he does click Nasty Plot on the turn 1, we are on the back foot immediately, and that might just be a dead Sceptile. We'll see. We'll see what happens. But all right, here's the team. Okay, no Slowking. That's good to see. No Chandelure, no Zoroark. Big fan of that. It's probably a Duraludon lead. Definitely want to get rocks on the field. He is no Electivire. That's huge. So Sceptile actually looks pretty good this battle. I'm interested in that. Also, the team's up if I didn't see it. I mean, the option is to click Edge Shot from the lead. Oh, I gotta say good luck, have fun. I forgot to do that, my bad. Here we go. So, I think it's Cobalion. I have a good matchup every way I go. It could be Mienshao the lead. What happens if it's Mienshao? I mean, I guess I just take it. It could be Mienshao U-turn. If it's I want yeah. We go for it. We go for it. If it's Mienshao close combat, if he's not banded, it only does 70%. Life Orb does not kill either, I believe. No. It has to be choice band to kill. And at that point, it's still a roll. So we'll get information if it's Mienshao. I do want to click rocks first turn. That does limit my ways to deal with Wheezing. So the big thing about Wheezing, is it levitate Wheezing? Or is it neutralizing gas? Because I feel like it's gotta, like, I prep for neutralizing gas. I did see a levitate one, so it's not like it's the thing that I'm not. It's like I am expecting it either way. It's to deal with it. So let's see what happens. Good luck to Phantom. Obviously, I said that already in the chat, but we got to see what happens here. I'm interested. See what happens. I don't really know. To win, like, again, it is a Vikavolt win con too. Gligar. So Stealth Rocks is an option. I don't really want to see that, but I can't really do anything about it. Now, one of the strats that was brought up was Tailwind. I think I'm okay and just click Stealth Rock frame 1. Let's calc that before we do it. Gligar. Can it KO me? It can't KO me. Flash Cannon does a little bit, so let's Stealth Rock. Let's get it up. I think that's the option. I'm telegraphing. I think we're both telegraphing this. So Rocks does really hinder Vikavolt and its ability to stay alive, which is okay. It's not great, but it's okay. We can manage it. Stealth Rocks. We're gonna probably trade. Ooh, spikes. All right. So I can't let him get all these spikes layers up. I can go ahead and switch into Vikavolt and get. I can go ahead and switch into Vikavolt and set up Sticky Web if I want. I don't think that's the right call. I think we go into Lemillion here. So he's probably just going to click Spikes 3 times. That's okay. Levitate actually is really good. So Vikavolt looking great. 2 layers of Spikes. Got to remember that. Let me just go ahead and update all my calcs to say that. Probably going to get 3. I would expect knockoff here. Honestly, that would be my expectation. He's not playing, not a bad start. I mean, Hazards I knew was going to be a problem. It just generally is. But there's Greedent Gligar. No heavy-duty boots. Burn would be awesome. No burn. All right, we can get some information on that Greedent now. Greedent. To take that little damage, he took, what, 18%? That's got to be pretty much max. That has to be max. So he has no physical defense. This could be Super Fang. This could be Super Fang. It could also be Body Press. I think I want to go Cobalion. Greedent is a big issue for the team, honestly. If he's not, so we know he's max HP. That is still 70%, so we get a KO. So we go Headshot here. Let it do its job. He's gonna curse to +1. So curse Greedent. All right, that's the issue. It's still doing half. I have to click it. So Quag can come in for free here. Quag wins this exchange. I'm unaware, so that defense boost isn't that threatening to me. We know he is max, according to the Goodra set. He has to be, because the only way we had to min roll. The issue is he's Cheek Pouch, probably Citrus Berry, and he's just gonna do it again. I got 53, so there's no defense. Cheek Pouch puts him back at 75, so it's still a 3-KO. He's doing 29. We know Body Press. We know Body Press and we know Curse. Body Press, the good part about Body Press is, oh, I guess it does boost because of the defense. Oh, I'm on the Goodra set. I need to be on Cobalion here. So we saw it do 53. I got a high roll. Honestly, I don't really need Cobalion, but I don't want to lose it. Because I could use it for Greedent here. I don't see what the better option is. Maybe it is go Quag. How does Quag match up here? Greedent, so we know it doesn't have to be max, I guess. So Body Slam, Body Press, I mean, Curse. The issue is if it does go, well, I guess if it goes +1. If it does boost again, my best option is Quagsire. Quagsire only does 30% though, but I can slow it down. I'm gonna click Body Press again. If he starts cursing, he can't do it again. Yeah, that's the point. All right. Very much the point. Yeah. So I get a KO here, or he switches Greedent. Coming in on that would be Weezing. Yeah. The Body Press to Weezing. He's got Rocky Helmet, and he is Levitate. So it is Levitate Weezing. Levitate, Rocky Helmet, Weezing. His click here is Flamethrower. Weezing, Physical Wall, Rocky Helmet, it's standard. 37%. Flamethrower is 45, it kills. So I can let this go down to put him at 40%, which is pretty good. Is Goodra faster than Weezing? That's the question. Yeah, I have to be careful because of all the stuff on the field. So I don't think I get edge shot him very well anywhere else. I'm gonna Flash Cannon. Oh, he is not defensive at all. I'm gonna punish that Toxic Spikes. All right, interesting. Interesting. All right, so do I Body Press here, or do I could Volt Switch, but that Weezing's dead on re-entry, so we Body Press, I think, for neutrality across the board. All right, that's good. The Weezing gone is huge. That means we're one step closer to Sceptile Sweep. The only thing we need now is get it set up and get rid of Gligar. Yeah, this Cobalion set is, they are right. Like, this is a pretty good, this is a Cobalion set. Like, as you said, like, no one expects special Cobalion. Gligar, okay, I should have Flash Cannon. Body press is 11%. So he could go straight up for spikes here. I kind of want to go Fat Gum, but I also... So Gligar, he might have predicted Volt Switch there. I mean, he has 2 layers of spikes. He gets a 3rd here. There's really nothing he wants to do to me. I have to just Flash Cannon. Special Defense drop would be great. EQing, 28%, which I die next turn. I could switch the Hawks on the for a prediction. I think I'm gonna do that. Good read, good read. Alright. Alright. That's what I want to do. That's what I want to do, make good reads. Hawks has done nothing in these smock battles, by the way. Alright, so I'm playing out my mind. A little bit out my mind. 38% means we can't kill. He has to click Toxic here. So we go back to Edge Shot. He doesn't have to. It's knockoff. It's either knockoff or it's Toxic most likely. So I U-turn. Don't show my Scarf yet. Back to Edge Shot. See if he made a big prediction here. Knockoff. That's fine. You get my attack boost. I lose my leftovers. That's perfectly okay. Flash Cannon for another damage, and he goes down. All right, so that's the first KO, but it's really good situation. I can honestly try to go Sceptile right now and just get 5 kills. And try to go for 6 kills. The Sceptile beat the Ralladon. Sceptile does beat the Ralladon. And so we know you're set. It's Spikes, knock off Earthquake, and maybe something else. Oh, but he knocks off my Berry. That's a wasted Sceptile. And he's definitely going to click knockoff. I straight up kill from this percentage. Actually, we need to do some calcing here. So Flash Cannon is 23%. Flash Cannon is 23%. Okay, so that's consistent with no specially defensive. I know I did it before. So I just need to look at the Gligar set. He probably goes for another set of spikes. To do anything. Body press, that was him. Body press is in him. Body press in the Huff. Flash in the Huff. Body press into Gligar is 11%. So he is looking max HP, max defense, pretty much. More importantly, like, he cannot have... If he's max special defense, I want to remember what the Flash could be. He cannot be max special defense. I hit 24. If I high rolled, he can be 84. So can Sceptile kill from that range? At 84 special defense. 84 points in special defense. Sceptile does grab a kill every time. This is a way to get Sceptile in. The issue just becomes, how much am I taking the spikes? Does spikes do? Because I don't want to misplay this. So spikes, it doesn't affect Pokemon with we switch into Ridden will take 2.5%. The 12.5%, that's wrong. What's the damage? I want to know the damage. Dang it. Heavy duty boots obviously doesn't matter. 1 layer of spice will do 1/18. 2 layers will do 1/6, so 16%. 16% twice isn't enough, really, for Sceptile to want to be coming right now. I have to come in with something faster, naturally. So I think a good option is to go into Lamillion. What comes in on Goodra? The Weezing. And then I think maybe I can get Sceptile in for that. So let's go Lamillion. Big thanks. How to do think. I'm poisoned. That's fine. We click Scald. We click Scald. The burn is really good, especially right here if I get it. Really good burn, burn, burn. Yes, thank you. Okay, okay. That's huge. That's huge. That's a big L for him. He shouldn't have done that switch. All right, well, he's gonna switch in. I mean, at -1. At -1, he does 68% max with Life Orb. We didn't see heavy duty boots. I can heal here. How's Sceptile looking? This should be close combat, or this should actually be this one, sorry. So Showdown, I need to do some moveset prep again. I think this gets triple axle. I'm not sure. I feel like that's really broken. That this thing is triple axle, but let's see. Ice? No, it gets Ice Spinner. So with Ice Spinner, he does KO. He's gonna probably click that. It does suck pretty bad for him. Ice Spinner is my guess. That's 61%. It's a roll. I'm gonna rest. Triple axle. He does get triple axle. Okay, sweet. Rest it off. You're just set up. There's the plus back up to neutral. He's at half. The Scald did. Dude, how much did Scald do? Scald did 32%, so he is somewhat specially defensive or HV invested. Unfortunately, we have no other explanation for that event. So I can Thunderbolt, and that guarantees I can freely Thunderbolt here for your entire health bar, so we do it. U-turn out, that's probably good, but I don't care about you anymore. You're on, well, you're at half, so you're back at full. We have to take Stealth Rock's damage. He sacks Wheezing, that's a smart play. There's Duraludon, okay. So, against Duraludon, so this is where I really need. Draco does 71, mine does 82. I'm gonna click Draco. I'm gonna do it. This is what I need you for right now. How healthy is that Gligar? Ooh. 47 there. Okay. I could go for a body press thing. So I did 47. He is max special defense. Yeah, that was a low roll too. So at -2, Quag can come in pretty much for free here. So we do that. I think we do that switch. You're good against Cammy still, and just a good option in general. So we go Fat. Oh, he's gonna start Dragon Tailing stuff. All right, I'll take that. I don't really want to take that, but you're here and I'm selling you. Duraludon, Iron Defense. He's the classic set. Focus Blast is 71, and I don't have to reveal he knows my Terra. I don't have to do it yet. Do I take? Terra Ground is 72. I feel like that's a good option still. I'm not set up yet, so we have to be careful. He probably just goes into... If I were him, I would switch into Mienshao. And he's going to click Triple Axle regardless of the way I run it. So I can... The Terra Blast Ground is still doing a lot. Let's do it. I have to... I mean, Cell Sceptile is how we do it. He lives. Dragon Tail. Then proc Quags back out. That's perfect. Honestly. Alright. So we Earthquake. There's the rocks. Mega comes in. Heavy duty boots. Mega. Alright, well Hawks is the play. I think. What's he clicking here? This is his sweeper. Alright, Yon Mega. Speed boost sweeper. He can do half of the air slash. He does half of the air slash. I do it. I have to. This is my counter. Bug Buzz, good read. 41%. Yikes. Alright, that's fine. Brave Bird, ooh. Oh, you dick! That's a play and a half. That's a play and a half. Okay. Okay. That's bad. Good read. I think I lose here. That's +2. That did a lot. That did a lot. +2 is outspeeding. And he KOs. So, +3 is the death sentence. So I have to just sack here. Yeah. Alright, Gujar's gotta come in, and Gujar's gotta do stuff. That's why we saved it. I might lose. I thought we had a good strategy, but I knew this thing was going to be a problem, and I just, because of all the hazards, I lost so much health there. No, I can't. I mean, that's not a guaranteed kill. I do have to click Thunderbolt, though. The easy thing for him to do is switch out here, and he wins. But I gotta get Vikavolt in and get rocks on the field ASAP. That's my only out right now. That's my only out. Yeah, that Dragon Tail set was big. And he got freaking 2 layers of spikes, a layer of toxic spikes, and a layer of rocks. I just can't deal with it. I'm doing my best. I can't lose 4-0 here. I can't. I mean, it looks even, but he's got a lot on his side. Heavy Duty Boots is massive. No Throat Spray is good. He does switch out, which is the right play, into Mienshao, which doesn't want to eat a Thunderbolt. But you click Triple Axle again, and I'm gone. All right, well, the Speed Boost is reset. So Sceptile or Vikavolt have to win this. In the off case it's a U-turn back into something, we Draco. Okay. That's fine. That's still pretty healthy. So, agility is still an option. So we know it's you triple axle U-turn. Who comes in here? Alright, so I haven't been paying attention enough to this thing. I think it switched moves. We didn't see Life Orb damage, did we? No Life Orb damage. It's not Regen. Inner Focus? Oh, it might be Reckless. There's no Life Orb damage. Interesting that I have Cortez's music and he has Cortez on his team. Alright, let's look at Mienshao. Where did I do damage to it? Which is the master. He's probably going to click U-turn if I'm not faster. And that brings it... He didn't heal, so it's a sack at that point. Never mind. We're going to make a big... This is make or break of the game right now. Skull did 32. He clicked Triple Axle and then he clicked U-turn. So he's not choiced. He is not choiced. The Sceptile will win that exchange. Sceptile actually gets set up right now. I think Sceptile can sweep. I think. So he cannot be Choice Scarf. He could be Expert Belt. But I'm faster at that range, and Sceptile does win. Yeah. So Sceptile wins there against the what's it called? The freaking Yanmega. Against Yanmega, Sceptile doesn't guarantee a win. Doesn't guarantee the win. Rocks is really... I needed Rocks, and he has heavy-duty boots, so... yeah. Subtitle doesn't guarantee it. But I could flinch. He's got Protect, though. So... can't be really messing around with that. So how do I win with Vikavolt, then? Mian Shao? He can click anything here. You could have a rock move. He's burned, though. Burn. He is burned. Well, let's see what Stone Edge does. Burnt. Stone Edge burn is 44. I take 25 to rocks. Yeah, I take 25 to rocks. So... yeah, I need to go Chargeable here. And I click Agility every time. Knock off. That's my Insect Plate. That's fine, because now I'm Agility. So he's just trying to sack this. Alright, I'm going to just KO. Yeah, it's guaranteed. Good job, Charge Bolt. I need 4 kills here, bud. 4 kills. I think I jumped it too soon because Gligar comes right back in. My option is Bug Buzz. Or, yeah, it has to be Bug Buzz. Thank you, thank God. Alright, sweep, sweep, go off. Go off, buddy. Sweep, sweep. I need you. I need you right now, man. I've never needed this more than anything right now, man. Sweep, 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 sweep. Get the brooms out. Sweep, 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 sweep. Alright. This is a roll. No, it's not. It's a Mienshao. This is Yanmega. I guarantee get a kill. A +1. Does it outspeed me? +2 it does. +1 it also does. Crap. Yeah, he clicks Bug Buzz and I die. Oh, I think I'm dead. I think I lose. Oh, he didn't protect. What? Why do you not protect there? I don't care. I'll take it. I'll take a 3-0. Let's go. 4 kills for freaking Vikavolt, man. Let's pop off, son. GG. Oh, I needed that dub week 1. Oh, that's what you guys get for putting me at the bottom of the rankings. I'm better than that. I'm kidding. No, this Vikavolt is nuts, man. I needed it to do what it did. I'm glad I got the Sceptile, even though it was brought in prematurely. But yeah, he clicks Protect, and I think he wins. The only way that's not true is if he's not max speed, and that could be the case. I'll have to check it post-comms, but if he's not invested, I outspeed. I just outspeed by 1 point if he's not invested. And maybe he went ahead and thought that he outsped. Yeah, he's... That's really how that shook down. Wow. That's why he didn't protect. He has no speed. He has no speed, and Vikavolt agility just was the play. Because I am 1 speed higher. I'm at 340 speed. As you can see, he had 339 not invested, modest. He definitely was modest. That damage was too much. Oh my gosh. Well, great battle, Phantom. You put me on the back foot way too many times. Hazards was a pain in the butt. We got through it, though. I knew this team was pretty solid. Sad I didn't get the proc the Sceptile. That's just how it is, but I knew Vikavolt could do it. MVP of the season, most kills, Vikavolt, calling it right now. That's what's going on. We like to start 1-0. That's great. 4-0 is great, too. We should be near the top of the polls. But I thank you guys for watching. Hope you have enjoyed. Make sure to like button and subscribe to the channel for more. Go check out my friend Phantom. I don't know if Phantom actually isn't making videos, but you know, if anyone out there is making videos and is a part of the league, I will put their links down there. So check the description to see if Phantom has a team or not. But yeah, great battle. Props to my friend. We just prepped like crazy this week. I thought I had a really bad matchup. I'm so thankful not to see Regenerator. That would have been the demise, I think, of this run. That freaking Yanmega. So this is what I'm saying. Like, Speed Boost just needs banned. Like, Speed Boost is broken. Like, I don't care what Pokemon it's on, it's broken. Just ban it. But we made it through. So look forward to seeing us with a 3-0, making it to the next round. Well, we're not in playoffs yet. Week 1, we take a 3-0 win. That's what we like to see. Thank you guys for supporting the channel. As I said, I got a little vendetta this season, because I did lose so many times to random bullcrap. That burn was massive. I cannot say how massive that burn was, but I wouldn't have switched that in anyway. So a little bit of a very risky play that didn't pay off at all. So yeah, good prep for you, good team. That the Duraludon was annoying, and I like that set on it. So props to you for all the stuff you did. Thanks for playing. I appreciate you guys. I'll see you next week, where we're gonna be taking on. Who we take on next week? Next week, we're taking on the Seattle Supersonic and Optimus guy. This is rain teams, pseudo-looking rain teams, so we'll see what happens with that. But yeah, like, subscribe, join if you want to get these battles early, because they do come out as soon as I have it uploaded. So you might get it a couple days in advance, you might get it a day in advance, but you can subscribe that way and help us out. Appreciate you guys watching. Thanks for supporting me and the channel, and thank you for supporting the Detroit Red Wingulls. We're going to be MVPs and champions of this season. We'll see you next week. So until then, my name's Chaos. I'm signing off. Stay safe. And as always, burn it up.